Imagine you're allergic to certain types of fruit. Now imagine you are in the common no-fruit cereal store and are looking to buy some delicious breakfast cereal. Now imagine that all of the cereal boxes say no fruit, but each of the boxes still have at least some fruit in them, but they don't say which has which, or how much. This causes a problem, because until you try several of the boxes you can't tell which boxes have the type or types of fruit you are allergic to. Now imagine that there is another fruitless breakfast cereal store nearby. This store is called WeBe. In this store there is a list of all the fruit that is not put in the boxes of breakfast cereal. By easily reading down the list you can tell if there is going to be any fruit in the store that you can't have. Now let's just assume that there wasn't any fruit you can't have. And you proceed into the store to find that there is a large variety of flavors, colors, styles and brands of scrumptious breakfast cereal for your enjoyment and fully safe for you to eat. Now, let's break this analogy down. Fruit in this situation represents something that is considered by at least someone as not family-friendly or safe. Breakfast cereal represents the videos and content you watch on YouTube. Every video you watch on YouTube has some fruit in it. Though it might not be fruit that you would consider bad. But someone probably does. WeBe is a group of YouTubers with a public list of fruit that no one in the group will allow in the videos. You can look at this list of fruit and decide whether or not these content creators removed enough fruit for the breakfast cereal of their channels to be safe for your consumption. WeBe realizes, though, that if you remove too much fruit it makes it very hard to create creative, colorful content. So we try and keep a balance. And another great thing about this group is that if you decide that the list of fruit removed from WeBe makes us safe, then all the flavors of channels in the group should be safe since we all follow the same list of fruit rules.
Okay, so, hello guys, my name is Yo Waddles. Today I'm going to be talking about the WeBe community. It's a YouTube community. I'm going to be talking about how it started, what its purpose is, and through that we're going to explore the question of what is family-friendly content. Then we're going to talk about a couple other things after that. But okay, so to get started, really we got to go back to the start of my channel. I started my channel about 4 years ago, and I wanted to do Minecraft content, and I wanted it to be family-friendly and safe for families and for kids. And I also wanted to be really exciting, and one of the ways to make really exciting content, and this is something that you guys should take note of if you're doing a YouTube channel, is that collaborating with other people makes the content more enjoyable, especially when you're just starting out on YouTube. Now the problem with that is, since I'm wanting to be a family-friendly channel, it's very difficult to find other people to collaborate with that were also wanting to be family-friendly. So I did, you know, because you'd start doing a video and then they'd start cursing or they'd do some rude jokes or something, and then I have to go back and edit that out. Or if you're on a live stream, well, you can't edit a live stream, so that made things a little bit difficult. So I decided to fix this, I was going to start a group of family-friendly channels that all had the same goal of making safe content, and I was going to make that group, and that way we could grow together, we could work together with the similar goal, but also I'd be able to just like say, hey John, let's make a video, and I would know that if I did a video or I did a stream or whatever it was, this other person, this John fella, this invisible fella here, that's also a YouTuber, is also wanting that safe content, so then I don't have to worry. So the idea originally was just making a group of YouTubers with a similar goal of making family-friendly content. Now, I started looking for family-friendly channels, and that's when it got interesting, because I went through over 70,000 channels that all claimed to be family-friendly, and most of them were not. In fact, I only found about 45 of those channels that actually genuinely were trying to be family-friendly, and then out of those 45 or so, I had 20 of those decided to join the group, and that was the first WeBe squad. So here was the first WeBe squad. We didn't really know what we were doing. We were just trying to make a group where we're all, we were all wanting to be safe, family friendly, making quality content, hanging out. But then Civil War broke out. It wasn't really Civil War. It was more like a war of discussions. Or no, you know what? It wasn't even a war. It was a talk. So we had a talk, and the question arose: is really what is our standard of content for family friendly? Because you hear the term family friendly all the time. Like I mentioned, there was over 70,000 channels that claim to be, but I would say that most of them would not even classify in the general public standard of family friendly. So I was like, okay, we need to figure out what this is, because the question arose of like, can we have jump scares, or can we have horror stuff, or what is considered bad language and what is not. And so the real question was, what is family-friendly content? If we're going to be a family-friendly WeBe YouTube group, what is our standard of family-friendly? So I was like, okay, I need to figure out what is family-friendly. And I went to the one place that most of us go to find our answers these days, and that would be Google. So I said, hey Google, what is family-friendly? And Wikipedia stood up, and this is what Wikipedia said. He's like, oh wait, no, that's what's family-friendly. That is an important question. This is what Wikipedia said. A family-friendly product or service is one that is considered to be suitable for all members of an average family. Family-friendly restaurants are the ones that provide service to families that have young children. Now, the problem with that is that not everyone has the same opinion of what is suitable for their kids. So yes, there's a general public opinion of what is family-friendly, but like in our case, when you start trying to define the line between yes and no, it's very blurry and really up to the individual to decide. So really, family-friendly is, in itself, is an opinion set by the individual families for their own standards of what family-friendly is. So, that being said, I was like, okay, if everyone's going to have their own set of family-friendly and all that, then we're going to have our own standard of family-friendly. And so I decided, you know what, let's make a document, like a pact of a sort, that all the members in the YouTube group here that's trying to be family friendly, all the members are going to follow this set rules, and it's going to have two purposes. One, the document will set the rules, and two, the document will provide something that the parents and the families can read and know what our standards are. We're not just going to say, hey, we're family friendly, but we're not going to tell you what we think that means. We're actually going to tell you with the document, which is here. It's not a page turner, but it's one page, so we're good. But anyway, so the document's here. Parents can read the document. The families can decide if it's safe enough for them. But the concept here is that everyone in this YouTube group is following this specific standard. Now, this just defines the cliff, okay? It defines what we say. We're not going to go past this point in our content. We're not going to step that far. Now, some of us are closer to the edge than others, but we are going to stay within that bounds there. Now, myself, I don't think it's important. I don't think it's necessary to ride the edge between family-friendly and not family-friendly, because there's plenty of movies out there that were great movies, but they added some scenes or some words just to lift their ratings, so they were considered a childish movie, and the movie was fine. It didn't need those in the movie itself. So I'm of the opinion you can have great content without having all the junk in it. So anyway, so that was the purpose of the document, so it's something the parents can read. Also, it sets kind of the vision and the purpose of the group in it. So there we go. Hold on. Lost my place. Oh yeah, so how did it turn out? So I worked on this document. I talked to my parents, I talked to other parents, I talked to people I trust. We put the document together. I talked to members, obviously, of the group, and I presented the document. Now, some people wanted it to be more strict, some people wanted it less, so some people left, some people joined. Now we have about 14 squad members. These are all different channels in the big YouTube community of channels, or the WeBe community. And it's so much stronger now because we actually have a set standard of who we are, and we all know what that standard is, and we can help keep each other accountable to that. So that is the document. But then the question is, why? Why is all this so important? Why did I even make this family-friendly group? Why didn't I just make a group and then hang out with people that were similar? The reason it's important is because, guys, YouTube is great, and there's a lot of amazing creative content on it and a lot of amazing people on it doing amazing things, but YouTube is also not safe. There is a lot of questionable things on there, and there's a lot of questionable things that come up in the children's feed if they're just browsing on there, and that is not suitable. It's not something we would want ourselves even to see, or definitely not our kids. And there's a lot of content that acts like it's family friendly and kid friendly, but then when you actually look at it, it's not. So WeBe, what we've become now, originally we were just a group of YouTubers trying to hang out, trying to grow, but now we are specifically trying to give something to the parents and to the families. This is, okay, here's our group. This is like a safe bubble on YouTube of different channels. Maybe you don't like all the channels, but you know that all the channels in the WeBe group are going to follow the specific standard of family friendly, and you can approve or disapprove of it, but at least you will know what it is. So that is pretty much the general story of WeBe, how it started, what it's become. But now I want to talk a little bit about what we have to give to all you guys as the viewers now. What do we have to offer back to the people that are in this community, the kids, the families? So first of all, I'll talk about our server. So one of our squad members is actually the vice president at the moment. He had this Minecraft server, and I was working with him on it, and I was like, hey, let's just make it part of the WeBe group. So this is now a family-friendly Minecraft server, and we're really working on it being very community-oriented, like the original Minecraft servers, where there's really good family interaction and stuff going on there, and good, where the community is really helping to build each other up and to work together on projects. I've been doing some live streams and stuff on there to make it even more interactable and stuff. So that's really cool. That's been happening recently. We have a bunch of things on the server also. We have paintball, build battle, hide and seek, survival games, party games, valley brawl. We also have skyblock, prisons, and factions, and there's a lot more coming to the server as we develop it. But like I said, we're trying to keep it really safe and really fun. Another thing that we have is the WeBe SMP. So this is a vanilla Minecraft SMP. We're on season 2. This is specifically an this season we have, here's the, what would that be called? Here is the plot, I guess, series synopsis. The crew and passengers of the SS Cool ship have shipwrecked in a strange land and must make the best of this situation. So that's how we started the SMP, and everyone's been creating all kinds of neat content and exploring the world. It's been really cool. So if you guys like the aquatic update, definitely something to check out. WeBe SMP. I've actually got a teaser thing here for you guys to show a little bit about what's going on. Yes. All right. There you go, guys. That is the teaser. That is. Someone asked me once, why does it not show any of the cool stuff that's going on in the SMP right now? That is because it's a teaser. We're teasing you because we want you to come and check out what's happening. There is a lot of amazing builds. Like I said, each of the different YouTubers that are on this SMP making family-friendly content is doing a different type of style. Some are doing more comedy, some are doing more of an adventure, or some are doing more of like build special, you know, redstone, different things like that. So there's a whole variety of different stuff depending on what you guys are interested in. But another thing that I'll go ahead and mention is a really cool thing. We've only done it a couple of times, but it's another way we can interact with the community, and that's the WeBe live stream events. And basically what we're doing here, unlike a normal live stream, we actually pick a day, we take a whole bunch of the different YouTubers in the group, and we all live stream to our own channels at the same time. So it's like one giant web of streams at the same time, all streaming the same event, whether it's a build battle or some Minecraft or game-related thing, and it's always family-friendly, but this really gets the community to work together and hang out. And since each of us have different time zones, or most of us do, the event can last like all day, which is really cool. So that's something we've been experimenting with recently. I'm just checking the time. Okay, we got time. Another thing that we're going to be doing in the future, hopefully, is the WeBe UHC events, which are going to be like this kind of event we'll do once in a while. It'll be like a challenge where each of the YouTubers are going to pick out one fan from their community. How they do that, I don't know yet, but they're going to pick out one fan, and then they're going to battle with that fan as their partner in like this competition, this UHC competition. So that's ultra hardcore. That's what UHC stands for, by the way. It's basically Minecraft where you do not regenerate your hearts, so it's really hard. And whoever survives that, or the winning teams, will get some kind of prize or something. So that's something that's new in the development, but I think it's going to be really exciting. Let's see. All right. Okay, well, we're just about done here. If you guys want to get involved, there's a couple of ways you can do it. One, if you are a YouTuber or a new YouTuber, if you're older than 14, have some experience, and are wanting to be family friendly, you can apply to join the squad. You can apply on, like, I know there's a link on the YouTube, and I think there's one on the Twitter. You can apply to join the squad and be one of the YouTube channels that is a part of this big YouTube community, and it's all family friendly, cool stuff. Also, you guys could just join as a fan. We're a pretty new group, and we're always looking for new people to get involved. It's really exciting to hang out with the younger ones and the parents. I've seen a lot of different stuff happening, and it's really cool seeing how the kids and the parents and everyone, they interact to keep everybody accountable and keep everything safe. I know that a lot of the YouTubers have their own like Discords and stuff where there's chats, and they got special moderators that are keeping everything extremely safe. So really cool stuff going on there. And also, you guys could just tell other people about the group. The WeBe group is pretty new. This is only our second year. But we're one of the only family-friendly YouTuber groups out there. And so yes, please spread the word, tell other people, and get them involved. And I guess aside from that, guys, I just encourage you on YouTube, even if it's not the WeBe group or wherever you are, I really encourage you guys to just stay safe, keep your children safe, encourage other people to be safe, encourage your friends to be safe, and have a good time though, and enjoy yourself. And that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions or whatever, I will be right over here for a moment on that side of the stage. And yes, all right. Well, have a good afternoon, guys. Thank you so much. I've been your Waddles. Goodbye.